I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. On May 30th, we celebrate Saint Ferdinand, one of the most transcendental figures in the history of Spain, a figure whose life and work left an indelible mark. Ferdinand III of Castilla and Leon, better known as Saint Ferdinand, stood out for his political and military acumen as well as for his profound religious devotion. His example of leadership and faith continues to resonate today. Ferdinand was born in 1199 during the Reconquista, when the long process of recovering the Christian territories was in full swing. Ferdinand's first great challenge and achievement was the definite unification of the crown of Castilla and Leon in 1230. After decades of separation and occasional conflict, Ferdinand, through a combination of diplomatic skills and succession law, managed to merge both kingdoms administratively and created a formidable political and military power. On the battlefield, Ferdinand demonstrated his true stature. His reign was marked by a series of military victories that changed the map of the peninsula. Key cities such as Córdoba, Jaén, and Sevilla fell under his control. These were not just territorial conquests, they were acts of cultural and religious recovery, laying the foundations for what we know today as Andalusia and ultimately Spain. What distinguishes Saint Ferdinand from other monarchs of his time is not only his military success, but also the way he exercised his power. Ferdinand was a deeply religious king, a man who viewed his campaigns not only as acts of territorial expansion, but as a divine mission. His faith was the driving force behind his actions, earning him the nickname of Holy King even during his lifetime. It is said that he never began a battle without first praying, and his sword, the famous Lobera, was as much a symbol of his power as of his devotion. A great ruler, he was a promoter of culture and justice. After capturing each city, he focused on its repopulation, administrative reorganization, and economical revitalization. He promoted the creation of the seven partidas, a fundamental body of law that could lay the foundations of Castilian law and had a lasting influence on Spanish jurisprudence. He encouraged the translation of Arabic texts and the coexistence, at least initially, between the different cultures in his kingdom, understanding the richness this brought. He was the he patronized the University of Salamanca, promoting knowledge and education. A great ruler, he was a promoter of culture and justice. After taking each city, he focused on its repopulation, administrative reorganization, and economic revitalization. He promoted the creation. His relationship with the church was always close. He founded and endowed numerous churches and monasteries, and his respect for the clergy and religious institutions was unwavering. He died in Sevilla in 1252. His incorrupt body is in the Cathedral of Sevilla. Saint Ferdinand teaches the value of a long term vision. His dream of a unified Christian Spain speaks of the importance of leadership with values. A leader can be strong and effective, but moral rectitude and faith guides his decision towards the greater good. And he shows how from the complexity of an era, a new nation can be built. St. Ferdinand's life invites us to reflect on the importance of our own values, perseverance in the pursuit of our goals, and the construction of a legacy that will endure beyond our lifetime because he lived knowing that with God we always win.